Hello everyone. Once again, uh, good day to you. Myself, Dr. Harshini, Associate Professor, SJBIT. This is my 8th video on strategic management. In earlier 7 videos, I covered first and second module, that is introduction and external analysis, and also some concepts, that is goals, vision, mission, objectives of enterprise in my previous videos. Some part of third module also. In this module, as I said, the first part of it, strategic vision, mission, goals and objectives, long-term and short-term objectives, the values to strategic management process been covered already, and in this video I'll be covering in detail about the SWOT analysis. So rest of the contents will be covered in my upcoming videos. Well, as I said, today we are going to understand what SWOT analysis is. SWOT, or earlier it used to be called as SWOT analysis. Well, SWOT analysis is a strategic planning method used to research external and internal factors which affect company success and growth. Firms use SWOT analysis to determine the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and challenges of their firm, products and competition. Well, a SWOT analysis is relevant to SWOT analysis. SWOT examines strength, weakness and opportunities, but it focuses on threats rather than challenges. The two are similar, but they do have the differences, which is why firms may choose to use SWOT or SWOT. Now, how to use SWOT analysis? Well, when beginning a SWOT analysis of product or firm, we must go through each section individually, starting with strengths. Well, as you can see on the slide, internal strengths of an organization are distinctive competencies in key areas, manufacturing or service efficiency, skilled workforce, adequate financial resources and superior image and reputation, economies of scale, superior technology skills, insulation from strong competitive pressures, and product and service differentiation. Well, going in detail with the strengths. Well, strengths or features which benefit the company, such as product sales. For example, sales of product X is growing 3% each month, but product Z is seeing a 3-monthly decline. So in this case, product X, which brings in more revenue, is where the firm should focus their efforts to continue profit growth. So the given real-time directions. Strength can also be more abstract. If you have decided to build a product because you know you can offer it cheaper than your competitor, this is an overall strength of the company. Or if you have records of better customer service via positive reviews online, this is a strength you can use to your advantage. Strengths can be documented through statistics, customer service, reviews and service. Well, SWOT, again let me take you to SWOT, is an acronym for, as I told, strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. So by definition, strength, weakness are considered to be internal factor over which you have some measures of control. Also by definition, opportunities and threats are considered to be external factor over which you have essentially no control. So SWOT analysis is the most renowned tool for audit and analysis of the overall strategic position of the business and its environment. Its key purpose is to identify the strategies that will create a firm specific business model that will best align an organization's resources and capabilities to the requirements of the environment in which the firm operates. In other words, it is the foundation for evaluating the internal potential and limitations and the probable likely opportunities and threats from the external environment. It views all positive and negative factors inside and outside the firm that affect the success. A consistent study of the environment in which the firm operates helps in forecasting, predicting the changing trends, and also help in including them in the decision making process of the organization. So in overall of the 4 factors, strength, weakness, opportunities, stress, will be explained in detail again. Well, again, talking about strengths are the qualities that enable us to accomplish the organization's mission. These are the basis on which continued success can be made, continued and sustained. Strengths can be either tangible or intangible. These are what you are well versed in or what you have expertise in, the traits and qualities your employees possess, that is individually and as a team, and the distinct feature that give your organization its consistency. Strengths are the beneficial aspects of the organization or the capabilities of an organization, which includes human competencies, process capabilities, financial resource, products and service, customer goodwill, and brand loyalty. Example of organizational strengths are huge financial resource, broad product line, no debt, committed employees, etc. And well, strengths and weakness are internal factors I already told. For example, strength could be your specialist marketing expertise. Weakness could be the lack of the new product. Well, again, um, okay, so that's about strengths. Now I'll take you to the next slide, which talks about the weakness. Well, as I said again, strengths and weakness are internal factors. Weakness could be lack of new product also. So here, weaknesses are the qualities that prevent us from accomplishing our mission and achieving our full potential. These weaknesses deteriorate influence on the organizational success and growth. Weakness are the factors which do not meet the standards we feel they should meet. Weakness in an organization may be depreciating machinery, insufficient research and development facilities, narrow product range, poor decision making, etc. Weakness are controllable. They must be minimized and eliminated. For instance, to overcome obsolete machinery, new machinery can be purchased. Other examples of organizational weakness are huge debts, high employee turnover, complex decision making process, narrow product range, large wastage of raw materials, etc. Well, the next step after strength is weakness. Noticing weaknesses. Weaknesses cause a company to struggle. For example, if you have decided to target a younger audience, but your packaging is still dedicated to senior citizens, the new consumer base will struggle to connect to the product. This will show in report and cause an internal struggle within the company. Weakness need to be documented and acknowledged to handle them properly or promptly before it spreads and leads to overall destruction. So here on the slide you can see these are some of the weaknesses. No clear strategic directions, outdated facilities, lack of innovation, poor research and development programs, lack of management vision, depth and skills, inability to raise capital, weaker distribution network, obsolete technology as I already explained, low employee morale, too narrow product line, and poor market range. This is about weakness. And coming to the opportunities. Well, challenges, okay, take you to opportunities and challenges. For example, an opportunity could be a developing distribution channels such as internet or changing consumer lifestyles that potentially increase the demand for a company's product. And threat or challenge could be a new competitor in an important existing market or a technological change that makes existing products potentially obsolete. It's worth pointing out that SWOT analysis can be very subjective. Two people rarely coming up with the same version of a SWOT analysis, even when given the same information about the same business and its environment. Accordingly, SWOT analysis is best used as a guide and not a perception. Adding and weighting criteria to each factor increases the validity of the analysis. Um, okay, so about opportunities are offered external. They provide ways for firms to grow successfully. For example, a digital marketing agency helps a client develop an effective mail marketing strategy. The agency has been thinking of doing graphic design, so they offer a reduced fee to redo the existing client logo. This is an opportunity for the agency to develop a new section of their business without having a devise a marketing plan, because they can reach out to existing clients. Being open to opportunities, knowing when to look for them and how to act on them can boost a firm's success. Documenting past opportunities can help create a plan on how to capitalize future opportunities. Then opportunities are presented by the environment within which our organization operates. These arise when an organization can take benefits of conditions in its environment to plan and execute strategies that enable it to become more profitable. Organization can gain competitive advantage by making use of opportunities. Organization should be careful and recognize opportunities and grasp them whenever they arise. Selecting the targets that will best serve the clients while getting desired result is a difficult task. So opportunities may arise from market, competition, industry, government and technology. Increasing demand for telecommunications accompanied by deregulation is a greater opportunity for new firm to enter telecom industry and compete with existing firms for revenue. As you can see on the slide, let me revise. Opportunity includes a strong economy, which needs to be looked into, possible new markets, emerging new technologies, complacency among competing organizations, vertical or horizontal integrations, expansion of product line to meet broader range of customer needs, falling trade barriers in attractive foreign markets. Now taking you to the next factor, or the synonym of SWOC, that is C stands for challenging, or it's a threat. It can be one a threat or a challenge, depends on business how they consider it. Well, challenges arise when conditions in external environment jeopardize the reliability and profitability of the organization business. They compound the vulnerability when they relate to the weakness. Threats are uncontrollable, or challenges are uncontrollable. When a challenge comes, the stability and survival can be at stake. Example of challenges are unrest among employees, ever-changing technology, increasing competition leading to excess capacity, price wars, reducing industry profits, etc. As you can see on the slide, entry of low-cost foreign competitors, cheaper technology adopted by rivals could be one challenging factor. Rising sales of substitute products, shortage of resources, changing buyers' needs and preferences, recession in economy, and adverse shifts in trade policies of foreign governments. These could be some of the challenges of any enterprise. And this is the final step of SWOC analysis, and is acknowledging challenges. This is how SWOC analysis differ, because SWOC analysis focus on threats and challenges. Challenges are similar to threats but have the chance of being overcome. Threats have the potential to change a firm, but challenges often already exist and need to be handled appropriately. So this step is crucial. If you're already examining the strengths, weakness and opportunities but skip assessing challenges, you may be on the path to failure. So challenges can greatly undermine any progress you have made. So by ignoring this step, you have opened yourself up to potential failure. So and that's about challenges. Then, well, I can explain in details as to when to use the SWOC analysis. Like, use SWOC analysis whenever you have a business idea, whether it's starting a brand new business, product or product upgrade. You can do SWOC analysis annually, quarterly or monthly. It depends on what product or idea you're using SWOC analysis for. But if you choose to do SWOC analysis, remember it's a great cost effective way to reduce challenges and deter failure of a business venture or product. And talking about the advantages of SWOC analysis. Well, SWOC analysis is instrumental in strategy formulation and selection. It's a strong tool. But it involves a great subjective element. It's the best when used as a guide and not as prescription. Successful business build on their strengths, correct their weaknesses, and protect against internal weaknesses and external threats. They also keep a watch on their overall business environment and recognize and exploit new opportunities faster than its competitors. SWOC analysis helps in strategic planning in following ways. It is the source of information for strategic planning, builds organization strength, reverse its weaknesses, maximize its response to opportunities, overcome organizational threat. It helps in identifying core competencies of the firm, It helps in setting of objectives for strategic planning. It helps in knowing past, present, and future so that by using past and current data, future plan can be chalked out. So SWOT analysis provides information that helps in synchronizing firm's resources and capabilities with the competitive environment in which the firm operates. So there are some of the limitations in SWOT analysis. Let me explain that. Limitations of SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is not free from any limitation. It may cause organization to view circumstances as very simple, because of which the organization might overlook certain key strategic contact which may occur. Moreover, categorizing aspects as strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats might be very subjective, as there is great degree of uncertainty in market. SWOT analysis does stress upon significance of these four factors, but it does not tell how an organization can identify these aspects for itself. There are certain limitations of SWOT analysis which are not in control of management, and it includes price increase, inputs or raw materials, government legislation, economic environment, searching a new market for the product which is not having overseas market due to import restrictions. These are some of the limitations of SWOT analysis which are not in the control of the management. But there are certain internal limitations which include insufficient research and development facilities, faculty product due to poor quality control, poor industrial relationships, lack of skilled and effective labor. So these are some of the limitations, and earlier we discussed advantages of SWOT analysis. Now let me take an example. SWOT analysis of Starbucks. Well, in brief, I'll just explain a few points about Starbucks. It's a globally recognized coffee and beverage brand that has rapidly made strides into all major markets of the world. The company has a lead over its nearest competitors, including Barista and other emerging competitors. Indeed, Starbucks is so well known throughout the Western Hemisphere that it has become a household name for coffee. What are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges of Starbucks? Here are some of the strengths. The main strengths of Starbucks is its strong financial performance, which has resulted in companies accompanying the number one spot among coffee and beverage retail in the world. The company is valued at more than 5 billion dollars, which is a key strength when compared to its competitors. The intangible strengths of Starbucks includes its top of the mind recall among customers, and by virtue of its brand, which symbolizes excellence, the quality at an affordable rate, the company enjoys a dominant position in the worldwide market for coffee and beverage. The company is the largest coffee house in the world, and because of its size and high volume, it can afford to price its products in the premium as well as middle tier range to attract more consumers. And it's known for pioneering people management in an industry where people skill and soft skills make the difference between success and failure. In other words, Starbucks has actualized a positive and welcoming workplace for its employees. Talking about the weakness, company is heavily dependent on its main and key input, which is a coffee bean, and hence it's actually dependent on the price of coffee bean as a dominant of its profitability. Company has under fire in recent times for its procurement practice, which many social and environmental activists pointing to the unethical procurement practices of coffee bean. That is one weakness. The company prices its product in the premium to the middle tier of the market segment, which places its product outside the budget of many working consumers who prefer to frequent McDonald's or other outlets for their coffee instead of Starbucks. What are the opportunities? The company has opportunity to expand its suppliers network and expand the range of suppliers from whom it resources in order to diversify its sources of inputs and not to be at the mercy of whimsical suppliers. The company has a huge opportunity waiting for it as far as its expansion into emerging market is concerned. And it also has the opportunity to expand its product offerings to take on the full spectrum food and beverage retailers like McDonald's and Burger King, as a customer segment which these retailer target is expanding, leading to more business opportunities. And the company can significantly expand its network of retail store in the United States as part of its push towards greater market share and more consumers segment. And talking about the challenges or the threat, here are some for Starbucks. The company faces threats from the rising price of coffee bean and is subject to supply chain risks related to fluctuations in the price of this key input. Further, the increase in the price of dairy products impacts company adversely, leading to another threat to its profitability. The company is beset with trademark and copyright infringement from lesser known rivals who wish to piggyback on its success. The company faces intense competition from local coffee house and specialty stores that give the company a run for its money as far as niche marketing segment are concerned. Well, it has to expand its emerging market as a necessary as a developed market that it has traditionally relied on or saturated, and given the fact the ongoing recession has made the going tough for many retailers, it faces significant threat from its aspects. Finally, as mentioned, Starbucks faces significant challenge because of its global supply chain and is subject to disruption in the supply chain because of any reason related to either globally or local conditions. Well, these are some of the examples as I considered Starbucks and explained you regarding the SWOT analysis. I hope it's clear. Next video I'll be covering the rest of the contents under module 3 internal analysis. Thank you so much.